Towson, Maryland lose another game to Indiana into the night on Monday. I've been doing a lot of college basketball. Saturday afternoon, we did the doubleheader here at WNST. Of course, our partnership with Coppin State University and the Ladies Eagles, as well as the Men's Eagles, both victorious over Morgan State. It was a celebratory day. Maybe it's because my wife and I were swabbing for the bone marrow registry, and for there goes my hero. DeWayne Burroughs got the party started with his group in the early afternoon, beating up on Morgan State there. I'll tell you what, Coach, the building was rolling over there on Saturday. I mean, you had a nice little contingent of Morgan State, very healthy contingent of Coppin State. The mayor was on hand, and both sides of the Coppin State program victorious on Saturday. Big day, right?
Yeah, it was a great day, especially for Coppin and for Baltimore. Whenever you have that Coppin-Morgan game, it's always going to be a good game, whether it's the men or the women. They're both going to be good games.
Rivalries, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. And I could see that there was just a whole bunch of sort of revelry in the stands amongst the two when you get a couple institutions that are a couple miles apart, right?
Oh yeah. You figure, so Morgan had their fans here. We had our fans here as well. Like you said, the mayor was in here. The former mayor was here. Bob Wade was in the arena, so it was a great atmosphere. Definitely a great atmosphere for Baltimore. You know
what I noticed the most was during the men's game, I sort of moved around the concourse a little bit. All of your ladies, as well as the Morgan girls, all stayed behind, all rooted on the guys, and, sat with fellow students and stuff. And that, to me, brings the whole sort of college experience around to the whole thing. We had a great day. I mean, my wife still can't stop talking about how much fun we had over there.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the rivalry is that, on the court, they compete against each other, but they're still friends. The kids from Morgan are friends with our kids over here at Coppin and vice versa. Like we play with each other. They play against each other all summer long, either here or at Morgan. So, I mean, they are friends with each other, but, it's a game, and it becomes competitive, and both teams play hard. Ed Davis does a great job at Morgan. And, he has his kids ready to play just like I had my kids ready to play as well. So, it's a great atmosphere. And, yeah, both teams stuck around to cheer on the men's team.
I know you'd like for your ladies to be shooting the ball a little better right now. So, certainly you get into this point in the season where you have all MEAC games. The competition. Most of these teams, you get a second opportunity to see them later as well as during the tournament. How do you feel about your team at this point, Coach?
Well, we're not playing bad. We're doing a great job on the defensive end of the floor. But like you said, I want to see us make it. We had a bunch of wide open shots that we missed the other day. We're not shooting well from the free throw line, which is puzzling to me because we were beginning of the year we were doing a great job from the free throw line. Now we just seem to be missing them. But we did make two down the stretch when we needed it. That sealed the victory. That was huge for us.
He is DeWayne Burroughs, the coach of the Ladies Eagles over Coppin State. They beat Morgan 55-53. Then Juan Dixon's group came in and got it done in the afternoon. Hoping to do the same thing. South Carolina State visiting Coppin this weekend. You can hear the games here at WNST. South Carolina State, then UMES. As this thing rounds out, and I look at the rest. There's a lot of games in February, a lot of travel ahead for you down to Florida and South Carolina and back and forth. The tournament becomes so important, right? And when you see these teams, you try to figure out who the better teams are in the conference, and then you need to go see those teams come tournament time. Some thoughts about the top of the conference right now and the teams that have given you a hard time?
North Carolina A&T, they're like 5-0 in conference play. We played them last week and had them beat. They ended up scoring a bucket with like 9 seconds left to put the game away for them. South Carolina State just beat Hampton, and Hampton's one of the top teams as well. So, come tournament time, it's going to be whoever's playing the best at that time that could possibly win the tournament. And I tell my kids, that's our goal. I said, we're working to get better and better each day. So come tournament time, we're playing Saturday for the championship and an opportunity to get to the NCAA tournament. That's our priority at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys put on a nice performance over there the other day. I know you got some more games coming up. We're going to be broadcasting here as well, and Chance and Genesis and all your ladies out there getting it done. Appreciate the time, as always, and certainly appreciated the hospitality down on the floor at Coppin and up on the concourse. We swabbed a bunch of people. We had a bunch of kids that came by and said their sororities and their frats had already swabbed them, and they were showing my wife in their phone that they were already registered. So that made us smile, too. So we appreciate all that you guys do over Coppin. Thanks for coming on, DeWayne.
Thank you.
You got it. DeWayne Burroughs, the head coach of the Ladies Eagles. They're taking on South Carolina State this week. You'll hear that here on WNST.